How do you know you are ready? I think that's one of the questions that a lot of people have. How do I know that I have stewarded being single well? I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, I am in a vocation. The men who say, I have enough money. How do you know you are ready? How do you know you've done all of this and now you're ready to get married or to date?
I think the big question everybody has to ask is, am I ready to share? You have achieved something, you've built something, or even if you haven't achieved much,
Yeah.
are you ready to share your life? The people who don't know how to share are kids who have something and they want to hold on to it. They have a toy they don't want to share.
Sure.
They have a gadget they don't want to share. But adults share. Now, if you are at that point in your life where you think, I'm still self-absorbed, I want my time for me, I want my money for me, I want my experience for me, I don't want anybody to mess up my life, I don't want anybody to intrude in my life, please don't bring anybody
Stay
into
single,
your life.
yes.
Stay single.
That's right.
Love yourself. Be nice to yourself.
That's right.
Buy yourself your toys.
Simple.
But if you get to the point where you realize, I have all of these things, but I'm not complete, and I need to share what I have. Not I need somebody into my life, but I need to share what I have with somebody else. It is at that point that you can say you are ready for marriage.
Wow. I love that. We take a live question.
All right, Doc. My name is Andrew. And as young people, we always have expectations, what we popularly call specs. Now, I want to find out, how can young people discern whether our expectations are in alignment with God's word rather than societal pressures or our own desires?
So we go back to Genesis. so then we ask ourselves, did Adam have specs? Of course, I don't think he really had specs. Maybe he had specs. He observed animals. And he probably said, I need somebody who looks like me.
Yeah.
I need somebody who has 2 feet like me.
Yeah.
I need somebody who has probably my complexion. I need somebody I can talk to. I need somebody I can think with.
Yeah.
I need somebody I can rule this garden with. I need,
So
so he's, so if he has specs, this would be it. So he sees what God gives him, and following your lead, then he says, "That's my spec. This what I'm looking for. This is what my heart is crying for." So this expectation of people sometimes can be very frivolous. Life is just deeper than some of the physical things we are looking for, because you're looking for somebody to share your life with, and somebody you can truly give of yourself to. So what spec is that? Does the person have to be kind? Does he have to be generous? Does the person have to be spiritual, prayerful? What are you looking for? Ultimately, you're looking for somebody you can share your life with. If you go with a tall list of physical attributes, educational attributes, and all of that, but you can't share your life with a person, then it doesn't spec well.
The spec is not specking. So let's say you go out on a date with a potential person. What kind of conversation should you be having to know that maybe the spec is specking or the spec will not spec?
Different people respond differently. There are people who are not good conversationalists, but they are good human beings.
That's so good.
But they're not good conversationalists. And you go and sit with them, you may end up saying, this is not it. But it could be the person. It's just they don't know how to do conversation well. So I think sometimes it takes more than just one event to know a person. And I think getting to know people in non-conventional ways helps. And by that I mean where there's no agenda.
Yeah.
Because when you go on a date, there's an agenda. You know, you need to perform well, you need to speak well. But you meet somebody in a group, maybe in a Bible study, in a youth group, wherever, and there's no agenda. You're just two human beings functioning within a context. And in that place, you are yourself and you're expressing yourself. And I think we learn character when people are not pretending, when people are not pretentious, when people are not conscious that they are being marked or studied for approval or disapproval. We are ourselves best. So I think it shouldn't start even with going on a date with people. It should start with functioning within the space you function in. And if you're a Christian, let's say you are in church, you are now in the youth church, you are a teenager, just going to church, singing, worshiping, doing whatever you do, going for a youth camp. All of that is a safe way of getting to know people. And pretty soon you're going to see people that you think work well with you. And as you grow more into adulthood, one or two people will stand out as people who you think you have a deeper connection to. And you feel that, I can live with this person for the rest of my life and not be bored. And so that happens. Of course, as you grow older, if you want to get married, it becomes complicated because these atmospheres are difficult. You work somewhere, the person works somewhere else. You don't meet, somebody just connects you. So then everything is about performance and approval. And I think there's a lot of pretense that goes on in those circumstances.
So you have a group of friends, you realize that I like this particular person or these groups or this two people, for instance. How do you know to take the step towards one of them? How are you figuring it out?
Well, I mean, the big thing about relationship is, how do I make my intentions known?
How do you shoot your shots?
Yes. And how do I make my intention known in a way that makes sense? And so how do I make my intentions known so I'm not rejected? And it works both ways. I mean, if it's a young lady and you like somebody, you don't want to come across as forcing too much. So how do I make my intentions known? So you're trying to send very subtle signals, hoping the person catches it. But if the person too is a blunt person, then they're not catching it.
Yes.
So then should I push more? Should I do more? And if you're a man, you're going through the same thing. I mean, you're doing a little, dropping hints here and there and hoping that the person is picking up. Because people respond differently. Sometimes you can't tell what a person is. So there's always the unknown. You're going to put yourself out there and you're going to hope that
it lands
well. So I think, for speaking for young men, for every man who has proposed to a lady, you go through, no matter how you feel, no matter how the relationship has developed, the day you're going to pop the question, you're not sure whether you'll be rejected or not, because you can't be 100% that this person is feeling the same way you are feeling. So what if Adam says, "This is now bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh," and Eve says, hey, wait a minute, I just arrived, I just came to the garden, please give me time, I don't want to commit to anything. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, she could have said, hey, where do I know you from? I don't know you from Adam.
But it's so interesting because how, like, you're talking to a guy, the guy asks you to date, date you, and then some women say, "I want to pray about it." Eve didn't really say, "Let me talk to God," though, so maybe I don't know where that that fits into the whole situation. But they still want to pray about it, and maybe they pray 1 month, 2 months, almost 1 year. What do you do with all of those things?
Maybe the question came a bit too suddenly.
Shock.
And sometimes people's way of saying no is, let me pray about it. It's Christianese
Yes.
of saying,
Yes.
back off.
Yeah.
So if the person says, let me pray about it, and they're over praying,
Yeah.
they are sending you a very nice Christian message. It's not working. But normally when people pray about, Christians pray before they make decisions. And this is a big one.
Yeah.
And even if you think you like the person, you want to really be sure spiritually, am I doing the right thing? Is this what God wants? Is it God's will? So the let me pray about it is a nice thing. Only it should not be used as a euphemism for rejection. If it's not going to work, then very quickly take the person out of his misery, so that he doesn't carry this hope which would never be fulfilled.
Never.
We believe this video was very impactful. If you have any question or comment, please leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to our channel.